That's all I know.
We are in Robben Island discussing prevention revolution.
HIV prevention is important because every day there are 7,000 infections taking place.
It's not enough to just know, it's not enough to just be aware. We then have to act on those issues, act on those observations.
The dream, the objective is that one day we will have an AIDS-free generation.
We have to do some revolutionary new thinking to make a difference to this epidemic.
Don't forget what we are talking about is life of people. Is a million of people who are out there without voice, who are expecting us to make sure that they will not be infected. They will not die because they don't have access to treatment.
What youth have to do, but what everybody has to do is transform, but we need to transform observations into obligations.
I started treatment in 2004, I fell pregnant in 2006. And my child had no chance of getting HIV because I was on triple therapy. I did not take single-dose therapy.
South Africa's problem is that we've medicalized HIV. Go to the communities, make it a social developmental revolution. Because people let's make sure women have water to drink. Let's make sure women have food to eat.
Where you're standing now is the main entrance of the prison. Everybody from the harbor down there, he'll be escorted inside here, right?
I used to come to this island in the 80s to visit my uncle. When you leave this place, you feel very inspired, very emotional, you feel very strong.
And your uncle was here also?
Yes, yes.
After coming back home, I will totally do my job even more motivated with all the spirit of Robben Island.
There are so many misconceptions. One is that, well, it's no longer a death sentence. I can take the drugs. It'll be just like somebody with headaches, maybe with diabetes. It's okay. So we've got to come up with new things all the time. This is not like an aspirin. This is changing styles with people's choices and so on. So we have to keep on reinventing.
We have to look at innovation. We have to use mass media technology. We have to use things like mobile phones and Facebook. These are the things that are very much the part of everyday life for younger people.
HIV is not simply a medical problem. It is not simply a social problem. It's actually a human rights problem. And by that I mean that human rights are part of the solution and part of the prevention of HIV.
We decided to launch the HCT campaign to test 15 million South Africans. The main aim is not just a number, it's to make South Africans get used to this testing and the fight to remove stigma.
I would hope that African leaders will feel ashamed that on the face of it they have not effected their commitments, and that this is a second chance for them to recommit themselves.
We are the converted. I am only happy to show my face to you to say, go on until we win. We will overcome.
Ulikaya, unatano, aren't MTV around the world, but our shows, yes, they entertain, but they also are interwoven with all the key messages. The commitment is young people will be part of the process of developing creatively those programs to make sure that we have the right messages.
We are calling for applications from a group of young kids with their creative ideas how to involve mobile applications in the fight against AIDS. So we are looking for the projects up to $10,000.
We didn't do enough all over the different continents.
Political will is absolutely critical to make gains in prevention, to bring about a prevention revolution.
And we need our new generation of leaders to provide a new generation of leadership.
Young people, you have lent us the world. We hand it over to you. We have only one world. And we know that you are hands that are gentle, that are caring, that are strong. We won't be around for too much longer. For us, older ones, we are passing the baton, we are passing the torch to you, over to you, and we are disappearing.
Archbishop Tutu was definitely an inspiration.
It's up to us to look in 20, 30 years ahead to see what problems will be.
When we stand tall as youth, it will be because we've been standing on the shoulders of giants like Archbishop Desmond Tutu.